Hello and welcome to Showcase, the programme designed to upload the efforts of local video makers in Hampshire onto the big screen. In this episode we take a look at the final major project work of Fareham College student Ryan Brady. Ryan, who's 20 and lives near Fareham, has a particular interest in witches and wizards, so he decided to do a documentary about a local witch and her beliefs. Let's take a look at his results.
The well-known conventions of a witch are a dark persona with a Halloween stereotype image. The public have this perception of witches through films such as The Wizard of Oz, where the witch's character is a cruel, bad type that plays the evil in the film. But what do the British public really think of witchcraft as being a negative and satanic practice?
Spells, casting spells on people you don't like.
I suppose. Black magic.
Flying about on a broomstick.
Whether it's black magic or white magic.
Yeah?
Like demons and stuff like that.
I think long black hair.
Yeah.
And purple. My mother-in-law.
This is Paula. She lives in Fareham, Hampshire. She practices witchcraft and explains in this documentary how she uses the practice to tunnel a positive energy. Outside of her religion, Paula takes part in acting with her partner Tony and friends in a local TV series called The Adventures of Stephen Brown.
Witchcraft is a term which covers a whole host of different traditions. Above the title of witchcraft is another one called paganism. Paganism is the top of the tree, and then as the branches are coming down, you get witchcraft. You get shamanism, which includes Native American and Aboriginal craft. You also get druids, Egyptian magic, and they are all under the heading of paganism. If you follow the witchcraft branch down, that also breaks down into separate traditions, such as one that most people know the term of is Wicca. Wicca means wise one, and it's very much one that's practised within the UK a lot, and it tends to be based mainly on Celtic tradition, following the Celtic gods and goddesses. You also have Strega, which is an Italian witchcraft, which a lot of the practising witches' terms and tools and rituals actually come from. Then you get different branches again from that, all the, depending on what tradition you're following, such as Gardnerian witchcraft, which is was set up by a gentleman in the 1950s called Gerald Gardner, and he actually was the introducer of witchcraft back into the public eye. Witches have always, because of the nature thing, witches have always been very close to animals. Cats are very intuitive animals, and each animal has their own energy, and for some reason cats and witches go very well together. However, in past history, in the time of the burning times, as witches call it, when there was the witch hunts throughout Europe and throughout North America, the witch hunters, they thought witches were evil, and they thought that black cats had been sent by the devil to do the workings of the witch. So during the burning times, when the witches were burnt at the stake, they also burnt their cats. But interestingly, not long after the burning times, Europe suffered the Black Plague, which was transmitted via rats. And the reason why there were so many rats is because they'd killed the cats. So in the long run, they did themselves a disservice by that.
I put a spell on you.
I start with the bowl, it's just a plain bowl with water on. On the front is the pentagram. Now there's nothing bad about a pentagram. Pentagram, the 5 points on the pentagram actually relate to spirit, which is God and Goddess energy, and also your own inner spirit. Earth, fire, water, air, which is the 4 elements that you use when you're casting a circle in your sacred space. Water, very, very basic item that's used. You mix salt with the water, and salted water basically cleanse your sacred space before you do any sort of working, because your sacred space is your space to commune with the God and Goddess. Then you've got wands. Wands are used for directing energy. If you're doing a spell and you wanted to direct energy into a particular item, say I was charging an amulet, for example, that I wanted to wear to bring me good luck or prosperity or something, you can, after you've said the words that you're going to say, you use your wand to direct the energy. And the way that you bring the energy in is through what's called a cone of power. And this is, cone of energy is where the witch's hat comes from, because it's a cone. And basically what you're doing is you're bringing your energy down and you're spiralling it down into your body. The sword is anathema. It's used as to cast your magic circle, to cut a door in the energy of your magic circle once it's all set up, in case you want to get out and come back in again, and also to take it back down. And it's just another focusing tool.
Dazzle me, my darling. Let's see, amnesia, bunions, children.
You write in here spells you like, rituals you like, prayers, thoughts and dreams, anything that you want to keep in your book of shadows, bits that you get from the internet or magazines and stuff, and it becomes your personal journey into witchcraft. I actually dedicated myself as a witch at Samhain Halloween 1996, so I've almost been a witch 10 years now, and I've seen this grow and develop and seen my journey develop within witchcraft.
An ancient pitch, but one that I'd never switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Well, that certainly opened my eyes to witchcraft and the people that practice it here in Hampshire. Thanks very much for watching, but don't forget it could be your work here on our Showcase programme. For details of where to send your videos, contact the Charisma team via email. The details for that on our website, www.charismaproductions.co.uk.